Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a December reading for you. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below, where I'm featuring a half-off sale until the end of this year. So thank you to all of you who have taken advantage of that. I feel I've made beautiful connections and feel very supported. So let's get started, Capricorn, with your overall energy for the month of December. And we have the Page of Cups. I believe Virgo also got this card. And for some of you, Virgo is a very prominent placement in your chart. This is about the opening of your heart, your spirit, your more gentle and innocent nature. And a similar message is coming through about your alignment with the natural world, the spirit quality of the natural world, even literally feeling presences in amongst nature from childhood. Some of your earliest memories may be of seeing entities, spirits, hearing voices, seeing colors and auras when you've been even in a city park. Um, so this is an identity that you have shared. For some of you, you've sort of covered this over, cordoned this off, masked it. For others of you, this is still a living and breathing principle. A way in which you renew yourself actively is to sit on the beach, sit on the grass, sit under a tree in order to find calm and get recharged. It's also helping you tap into your tremendous creative potential and your imaginative self, which is a strong aspect of you Capricorns at this time, in a time when the world is really shifting in ways that are unfamiliar to so many of us. You are holding on to a principle in which you receive things with an uh, open eyes, fresh eyes, innocent eyes, a desire to believe in the positive value of things, even as you have been chastened considerably by your real life experiences. In the present, we have the Knight of Pentacles. You are busy really mapping your vision onto the field of activity at this time. You are aware of a new direction, the necessity to identify the steps that are going to help you achieve a vision. This vision may not be a new one, it's one that you are newly claiming. So this can have always been an aspiration, even an expectation of yours that you may have not actually concretely worked towards. And this has to do with your security and your stability, a way perhaps in which you have only felt comfortable in working towards that on behalf of others, not on behalf of yourself. So this is about a plan, a proposal, writing down your dreams, your aspirations, your goals. This is perfect timing for those of you with birthdays in the month of December and January to do something like resolution setting. I'm not a fan of that arbitrarily on the first of the year. However, as a Capricorn, this feels very natural to me to celebrate the change of the year with some contemplation about personal goals or social goals that I would like to work towards. In the past, the Three of Swords is describing the real hard work you've done to understand disappointments and failures. In fact, for many of you, you have viewed your past as a series of failures and disappointments. Um, and in many ways, the courtesy, the kindness, the gentleness with which you express and share compassion with others who have experienced difficulties or challenges. You do not, have not in the past exhibited that same kindness or forgiveness to yourself. In understanding better the roots of those difficulties, as Pluto has finally exited your sign after more than 15 years, you have actually come to recognize that you are a human being, that despite your strength, there is an incredible gentleness and a very difficult, harsh way that your failures, your disappointments, your heartbreaks have impacted you, that you've internalized them as um, a judgment against you. And you're learning how to undo that kind of a conditioning that you inherited, that you expected, that you assumed was the measure that you were being judged by, because perhaps in the past you were. So this is really about coming not only to a deeper understanding of why that is the way it is, why you felt that way, how harsh you've been towards yourself, but that in fact you're actually grateful for those challenges, for what you've learned about yourself, and this ability to let down your guard, to stop judging yourself, to surrender to the expectations of others that you no longer need to or desire to conform to. There's a liberation here. And in the future, the Queen of Wands, all of that self-judgment, all of that passion uh, turned against you is now finding confidence in who you are and what you stand for in the moment, realizing that those failures were lessons that you are learning, that you are unfolding, that you're peeling back. And what is revealing is this tremendously passionate energy. Remember, the Devil card represents Capricorn, and the Devil card is passion, unbridled passion that you have learned to focus, to channel into the direction of your heart's desires. Claiming, identifying the things you want has been a huge step for you. Somewhere along the line, you got the message that you weren't allowed to want things, or you weren't allowed to have things. And you have challenged that. And uh, it's been a hard lesson to realize how uncomfortable you've been to ask for what you want, to know what you want. And now that you do, you know what you want, you're determined to get it, and nothing is going to hold you back. But you're leveraging this charisma you have so that you are magnetizing the resources you desire towards you. If this reading is resonating for you, Capricorn, please like this video. Please share this with others who might enjoy it, and certainly subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support that I get from you. And if you'd be so kind, if you're so inclined to drop in the comment box how you found me and where you're located, whatever that means to you physically or your status of some sort, I would appreciate it. I really appreciate all the love that is shown towards me. And I pulled the Pride card. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Wow, what a long way you've come to get to this confidence, this ability to leverage your incredible passion and charisma. And now you take a tremendous pride in your accomplishments, pride in what you've learned, in what you have been able to do for others. And now you're prepared to do that for yourself without judgment of yourself or others. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Pentacles in your present with Six of Cups and the Page of Swords. tremendous soul bond is showing up for you in the present moment. A soul bond can be the awareness of a connection that was seeded in the past. It can have been in your past, this lifetime's past, earlier years, even childhood. In that way, it can be a gift, a talent you have that you've always had, that you have expressed naturally and easily, but that you have not been able to integrate into your life in the way that has gained you the success you desire. For others of you, there is someone who you're aware of, you have a deep connection with, but that relationship has exists in the spirit realms. Let me put it that way. And it can be someone past, but this is more likely someone who is around, who has been around, who's had an impact in your life, where you know that the bond exists even if it isn't active. The Page of Swords is showing that you don't know what to do with that. You don't know what that means. You don't know how you're going to live your passion concretely at this time. You're taking notes, you're making observations, but it is a point of strength to understand what you don't know. And you're at a place for someone who is incredibly knowledgeable, who has a lot of wisdom of recognizing the limits of that. You're still preparing yourself to understand better how you're going to be successful, but to that end, you're doing the work. You're noting, you're observing your environment, you're seeing what resources you have in order to identify your next steps towards this. It feels like a bond that requires a lot of more information, a lot of discussion, a lot of openness to how different you are from where you were when you met an individual or when you first began exhibiting your gifts. In the past, the Three of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups and the Two of Wands. The King of Cups is really describing your incredible maturity, working through the heartaches, the judgments about your failures has taken a tremendous toll on you, but ultimately has helped you to accept your vulnerability, accept your innocence, your gullibility, your desire to find the positive thing that can motivate you to move forward, to be productive is no longer understood as a weakness. You understand now that this is a strength of yours. This is what's kept you going. Even though you've been, as I said earlier, greatly chastened, you have matured into an awareness of how to leverage that information, how to model yourself in a way that supports others when they come to you for counsel. You are the port in the storm through your composure, through your grace, through your kindness. And the Two of Wands is really about you are preparing yourself to move forward. You understand your strengths that you have gained through your efforts in the past. You know what your expertise is, and now you want to expand, to grow that into an unfamiliar arena, if that's a new audience, a new community, a new location in the world. In the future, the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords. The kind of emotional work that you have done throughout Pluto's transit in your sign of Capricorn has taken such a dramatic toll. It has been unrelenting for some of you. This is the damage that never stopped hurting. And I do see this carrying into your present condition. However, this is something you're consciously aware of that you must consciously move away from. this addiction to the struggle, the hardship, the difficulty as the only way you feel you've ever experienced in anything in life is through this grueling experience of working hard and not being rewarded for that. Somehow having your efforts turned against you in some cases, having things taken from you that you by loved ones, being denied the credit for your good work. This is something you're aware that you must consciously undo, and that is what you are doing by recognizing that your passion for life, your passion for producing something that is accessible and of service to others is a positive thread in your life and one that you can't undo if you wanted to. There's a compulsion here. You came to Earth to accomplish something and it won't let you go. So tapping into that is your source of pride. And it's quite possible that an opportunity or a relationship is what is allowing you to unjudge yourself and allow someone else who is also mired in this kind of self judgment, self abnegation to come together, to share ideas, to look at the reality, the different realities of your life, and look at ways to build something together. I'm going to finish up this reading, Capricorn, with a flora and fauna of Africa as homage to the motherland and to Mother Earth. And I pulled the toothed rock crab, and the key word is reflection. Take some time to figure things out. Try a different approach to exploring yourself and the world around you. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.